This is a daily live stream, at least for the next 30 days, and then, you know, probably do it once a week at that point. But for the next 30 days, I will be live streaming every day talking about different things within the world of real estate, more specifically, real estate syndications and real estate funds. With that being said, I am in a 30-day capital raising challenge. Therefore, I am live streaming every single day to educate people. Education is super important regardless of what you do in life. Today, we will be talking about sale leasebacks. What is a sale leaseback? It is a very cool way to purchase a property and to get a lot of underlying security. And it is as close to what we call mailbox money as possible because you have a ton of underlying security. So you will see this in retail types of properties and industrial types of properties. As a quick example, was working with a sponsor or an operator. They had a portfolio of single tenant triple net lease properties around the country. They were looking at a could call it a warehouse space, right, for a defense contractor. And the defense contractor made parts for airplanes. The deal didn't pan out, unfortunately, because there were some environmental issues with the building. But nonetheless, this particular defense contractor who made parts for airplanes, right, they owned the building and they needed to hire more employees. So what did they do? They wanted to sell the building to a real estate investor, and they would stay in the building, except now, as opposed to that defense contractor owning the building, they became the tenant. But why would a company do a sale leaseback? Well, there's a variety of things. Number one, they might need more liquidity on their balance sheet, especially if they're a public company. They might need some more liquidity on their balance sheet to be more attractive to investors who want to buy shares in their company. They might need to hire more employees. So once again, they need a cash infusion in order to do that, to grow their company. They might have some high interest debt, right? When they started their company, they probably did not have an extensive track record. So they had some high interest debt. And now they've grown a ton. They own their building. They no longer hold a mortgage on it. So they'll do a sale leaseback, have a liquidity event, and they'll pay off that high interest debt. They might need, or they might want to buy out some initial investors because they know that their company is slated for greatness. So, if they have the opportunity to buy out some early shareholders, they would take advantage of that. And it's pretty cool from an investor perspective, because if you're looking to buy a building, you could look at a sale leaseback, right? For example, once again, there was another really cool deal. It was an operator who was looking to buy a building that was owned by a bike manufacturer, and that bike manufacturer wanted to do a sale leaseback, probably because they needed to hire employees or they had to pay off some high interest debt. So the investor wanted to buy the building, and upon closing, that bike manufacturer who once owned that building would now become the tenant. And the person purchasing the building would get the new tenant to sign a 15 or 20-year lease, right? So you have a lot of security. They would have signed a corporate guarantee as well. So even if the building burnt down, they would still have to pay rent. There's a lot of underlying security there. I should preface, it does depend on how you structure the lease as well. But there's a lot of underlying security, and it's pretty similar to basically buying a bond, but having the upside of real estate. I think it's a very cool niche asset class. It does take a little bit of experience to learn how to underwrite these deals and to get access to that sort of deal flow. But that is the basic economics of a sale leaseback, right? So it's a company that owns the building that needs access to some more liquidity for whatever reason. They will sell the building to an investor and they will remain a tenant. It's very cool. It's very niche, and I love speaking about it. And yeah, if you'd like to chat more about real estate or anything else within the world of real estate syndications or real estate funds, please reach out. Thank you very much.